Sally here, and I am going to show you what classes and make and takes I did at the Denver Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. And I was so excited when I got an email from Paige Evans saying she was going to be there and teaching a class. Oh, so excited. She's so cute, and I love her stuff. So that was one of the classes we took, and she gave us enough things and all the instructions for 4 different layouts. Anyone who has done any of Paige Evans' things knows that she likes a lot of detail, and so I did not get them done, but I got almost all of them at least started. So let me show you. We splattered this paper with ink and paint, or I'm sorry, watercolor, and then some white paint. And then we used her fun paper from the Truly Grateful collection and made this cute, cute chevron. And then, as you can see, there's place for a photo right here. And then we'll just use some ephemera that we also got. Oh, love the back of the paper too. That's going to be, I'll have to find a layout to put on the back and use that in a page protector. Anyway, then we also have this heart stencil, and then we were supposed to watercolor around the heart. I do not like how my watercolor turned out, so I may flip it over and start over. Anyway, so the heart one, let me find how that's supposed to look. Then you just add all of her beautiful ephemera around in the heart and then put a photo in the corner, and she did some journaling right there. So see, her watercoloring in the background looks way better than mine. I think I will redo it. And then there was this super cute cut file, and she gave us the centers of the cutouts, and then we just traced it on a bunch of her different papers and cut them out and glue that on. And then you put photos in the O's. I loved how she did hers, but she recommended against it. She popped up the cut file against the backing and then glued it straight down. It looked so cute that way, but she said, oh, you shouldn't do it. It really took her a long time. So I'm just going to, once I get my photos, I'm going to pop that up. This is the background. Isn't that cute? And then, of course, more ephemera. And then, like I said, the photos go in there. And look at the back. Oh, so cute. Then this one I didn't even start. So you just cut almost to the middle and then distress all the edges and glue it on a paper. And let me show you what that looks like. It looks like that. So really cute. And again, she loves to do a tone-on-tone technique, so I will just find some ephemera that matches the colors of this pinwheel type paper. Although it'll be really hard because look how cute. Oh, so cute. I love the papers. So that will be the last layout. And then I think you're supposed to put this one on here. But I think I'll just find a paper I don't really like because look how cute that is too. Super cute. Oh, and the chicken. So cute. And so then I'll show you the other papers. So there's that one and that one. Oh, so pretty. I just love this collection. So, so cute. Oh, all those frames. Great things. So I have lots of paper left. I mean, not full by 12 by 12, but I could easily make stuff out of those. Plus, we got these 2 packs of ephemera. Oh, this is ephemera. This is embellishments. And look, it's got gold tones on some of them. So cute. These enamel dots. Wait, these are not from the class. I just realized I got these somewhere else. Anyway, I thought they went well with the colors in the collection. Oh, and these buttons, same thing. These I got at the Keep It Simple booth. I just realized that. Okay, then we got these cute, what do they call them? Just stickers with words that look somewhat metallic, and they're shiny, so cute. And these stickers, so cute. Love them. And these stickers too. Oh, love them all. And oh, look at this alphabet. Oh, cute, cute, cute. These are called Happy Thoughts. So I guess they're not part of her collection, but oh, so cute. Anyway, we got all that stuff. Plus, got to be having a class with Paige Evans. That was so exciting. She's so cute. Anyway, so that was one of my classes. So another class I took was the Life-Changing Blender Brushes by Nichole Peterson, who is the designer of these brushes, and I learned a whole lot. She helped me know how to use these really well. Anyway, so we got 3 brushes and 3 Catherine Pooler ink pads that came in this cute little pouch. And then we got this stamp and die set. And we made 3 cards. So we weren't able to finish them in class, but we did these beautiful blended backgrounds, and then we did the stamping on top. That one's just flat stamped one. And then this one, we did the background with the yellow and then the darker blue. Or was it the lighter blue? I think it was the darker blue. And then we did this stencil with this sun. And then I did this later. But we had this saying to stamp in the class. And then we did this really pretty night sky one, which I love. And so that was a great class. Really good. Nichole is an excellent teacher, and so I may do a video showing what I learned about those brushes. Okay, then the last class I took was, what was it called? Wax Facts and Card Creating. So, let me see his name. I'm not sure of his name, but let me look and see if, no, he doesn't say his name on here, and I can't remember it. So, the person at the Stamplistic booth, he is the only one who is using these Gilders paste wax on paper, and they look so neat. So we created 3 card fronts. I thought we got enough paper. Anyway, and so we did this one first. I don't know. I decided I don't really like this embossing folder, but it was a cool technique to bring out the embossed image and make it look very different. And then there was this one that I thought was super pretty, so it just makes it look metal. Really, really pretty. And then this design was white, and then we did the paste over it to change the color completely. So these were black cardstock, and then that's white cardstock, so it just gives a brighter look, and this looks more antique. So that was really neat, and so we did those, and then we got to pick, had a box of these paste waxes, so we got to pick one. I chose this damson color, so that wasn't one of the colors we used in class, so I'm not quite sure what that would look like, but pretty neat. I'm excited to try them on some of my embossing folders. Okay, that was all the classes that I took. Then I did some make and takes at some of the booths. I went back to Craft Fantastic, and you could make this for free. The glass and the image were free, and then if you pay $3, then you can get the tray and the ball chain. So I obviously already knew how to make it, but I wanted this. And then I bought some more stuff and got the necklace for free for the expo. Then, let's see. I did 2 projects at the Creativity Center. Oh, there it is. Oh, I was looking for that card. Anyway, so let's see. Actually, let's talk about this one first. This was the first one I did. Again, this was from the Keep It Simple booth. And so we got this Traveler's Notebook that is dot grid. And then we got some watercolors to play with. And they gave us this package of ephemera and some paper and some enamel dots. And she said, just do whatever you want, basically. And that was kind of hard for me because I always have to follow an example. So, but I went for it and thought this would be cute to maybe journal about my experiences at the expo in. Oh, and we also got this stamp that says Colorado. Okay, then my other project at the Creativity Center was by Art Impressions. And I did not like how it turned out. I don't know what I did, but I guess it looks okay. But looking at other people's, I liked theirs better. Like I put too much water on. Anyway, so you have the stamp and you just color it with brush markers, and then you stamp it on your paper, and then you just touch water, and that gives it the watercolor effect. So it's a super cute card, though. I like it. Then, gosh, I wondered what I did with this. This was from the Art Anthology booth. And so this is a, like a paint, thick paint. I can't remember what it was called. And then we did some sprays. And then, I don't know if you can, the words are really hard to see. We did some of the paste through a stencil. And then we got a card, black card to put it on. And I thought that was pretty cool. That was fun too. Another one of those, oh, do what you want kind of things that I have a hard time with. Okay, then, oh, this one was free. So all these were free. This was free, except you paid $3 if you wanted to turn it into a necklace. Then this one, I went to the Stamplistic booth, and it was $5, but I just love the card we made in the Make and Take so much I wanted to do it again. So it's pretty much the same like what we did at the Make and Take. So there's the foam dots, and here's the card. So pretty. I added even more bling onto this one than the one I did at the Make and Take, but I still have all these fun stickers left. And then you could pay for the kit that they had done the day before. And so I did that, but haven't done it yet. I'll show you. It's basically the same, another frame, but square. And so I thought that would be very pretty. And at the booth, they showed, you know, you cut each layer down, and if you save your scraps, then you could make a recessed card, which looked really cool. And so I was going to save the scraps from this, but we were there like right at the end, and we were really in a hurry, so I forgot to grab my scraps from this one. So I was kind of sad, but that's okay. I'll make sure to do it on this. And that does it. I wanted to do more Make and Takes, but I just, I didn't feel like I had enough time because we wanted to shop, and we had our classes, and we had the crop. So I think next time I might make more of an effort to do more of the Make and Takes at the booths, but I did do 3 and plus 2 at the Creativity Center, so I did quite a few, and it was really fun. So that does it, I think. So, fun classes. I was very happy with all 3 of my classes that I took. I love the Make and Takes. It was so much fun. So, that does it. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.